I'd like to finish today's pod with some quick fire questions for you both. I like doing this sometimes because I like you just to answer, like without sort
Off
of
the top of your head.
Yes, without sort of what comes in your gut straight away. So, who is the best football pundit on TV?
Merson.
Okay, yeah, I've worked with him. He was great. Yeah,
Merson.
Okay, I was going to say Ali.
I love him.
Ali McCoist came into my head. Love that. Okay.
Ooh,
He's good.
Yeah.
he's very good. Yeah,
Very.
go on, Ali. Yeah.
You said English.
No, I didn't.
no.
Okay, I'm going to look at you first for this one. Will Sam manage again?
Yeah.
Will Sam manage again?
Who knows?
Okay. Which manager have you had the biggest disagreement with on the touchline?
Oh, Van Gaal. Van Gaal. I mean, he sits down all the game, doesn't he? I was at Villa. He was at Man United. And I was standing in the technical areas. And Sam and Sherwood, it's very difficult to sit down when you're watching a football match. But he's got an art. He loves it. And I could hear someone whistling. Like, I looked around and he was whistling at me. And I looked over. He said, "You whistling at me?" He goes, "Sit down." I didn't take kindly to that.
Like whistling. Okay. Sam, for you, manager you've had the biggest disagreement with on the touchline?
Disagreement. That's a difficult one because I always think that they sort of look at me and think, well, perhaps not, like you mean, you know. So it's not been. I think the biggest disagreement I had, and believe it or not, he sat there, and he managed Blackpool. He managed Blackpool.
Okay.
And it was Blackpool at West Ham, and obviously, Ian, if you're listening, we did beat you. But he went absolutely ballistic on one of my players for tackling one of his in front of him, and I just had to say, will you shut up, for goodness sake. Yeah, just keep your mouth shut. Worry about your own team. Don't worry about mine. I'll do mine. You deal with yours. And he'd lost it. You know when we can all lose it.
Yeah.
So in the end, I just left him alone to carry on ranting and raving and finally did. But of course, with Ian and like most managers, when the game's over, and not many pop in the office anymore now, but you pop in the office for a quick glass of wine and say, well, yeah, a bit daft on it, like you mean, but you know. Yeah. But other than that, you know, a disagreement, but not shaking your hand was always the biggest one for me, which was why I disliked Arsene Wenger and Rafa Benitez, because they were the two managers in the Premier League that just turned away, and that's when I first got bolting up, and they didn't show the sort of respect you deserved.
I didn't like pulling your hand out your pocket either before the game was over. Jose did that to me.
Did he?
Yeah. I thought that was a little bit disrespectful. Just a one goal in it.
Okay, like that. Okay, next one, quick fire. Who wins the League Cup?
United.
Which one?
Man United. I nearly got away with that.
Sam?
I think it will be Manchester United, but having managed the football club, I think that it'll make for years and years and years and years they haven't won a cup competition, a bit like Tottenham. It would be so much to the club, the fans, and everything, like you mean. So, but equally. It's been Ollie got to so many finals and semi-finals and didn't actually win one. You know what I mean?
Something like that,
didn't win one, like you mean.
5 years. Yeah.
So, and it's been a long time since Man United won one. So, but, you know, on the basis of how and it's going to be very tight because Newcastle are giving nothing away. When I talk about great defensive record, they are.
Yeah, phenomenal.
They are very good. Yeah. They are very good. But at the moment, they've dried up a little bit on the front line. So, we can see that with the draws they've got.
Yeah.
You know, 0-0, 1-1. So, but I take Man United.
Okay. And finally, Tim, were you a better player than Zidane?
Of course. And I know where this is going.
Where is this going then?
I know where this is going.
Can you remind us, can you explain the story to us?
I think it was a year. Yeah, it was definitely the year after we won the Premier League. So it was 95, 96 season. Zidane and Christophe Dugarry come to the training ground at Blackburn, and we were interested in signing them, and obviously never materialised. And someone got wind of it in the press and mentioned it to Jack Walker that he's going to sign Zidane and Dugarry, and he said, "We don't need Zidane," when we got Tim Sherwood. So.
Yes.
I know Jack liked to drink, and I think that day he probably had a few too many.
Oh, you should have that on a t-shirt.
Time for a new contract then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right.